Before we get into the teams list, I just want to give my 2 cents on Cherry Evans. I am fucking devastated. He's been my favourite player for as long as I've been a Manly fan, ever since I was in primary school. Sucks to see him leave. I understand the decision. I wish the club went about it a bit better. Um, the narrative seems to be that if Manly penciled him up a contract last week, this whole situation would have been different. I think I think Cherry's known he wants to do this for a while, and he's given us so much, and he's such a good player, he's earned the right to do whatever he wants. And if that's go home to Redcliffe, I can't blame the guy. So just gotta enjoy having him out in our colours for the rest of the year, and then I guess we see what's in store for the next era of the Seagulls. Fuck, I'm depressed. At least we're one step closer to seeing Joey Walsh in NRL. There's always a silver lining. Alright, let's get into the teams list. Mood up. Mood up. Not depressed for this video. Alright, game 1. Panthers Rabbitohs. Dane Laurie has recovered and is back at fullback after he was a late exclusion last week. Thomas Jenkins in the centres. Trent Talau at 7. Nothing Supercoach relevant here. Although we do have Blaze Talungi on the bench, so we'll be able to get a good look at him. Doing bench minutes, he might bottom out to a buyable price. We will see. For the Rabbitohs, Alex Johnston and Ravalawa. So we're getting a throwback and a brand new face. That's a couple of good wingers. I know Ravalawa wasn't the best in defence, but he'll fit in nicely at the Rabbitohs because of that. So Jamie Humphries, God, a fucking Manly could really use him now. Ugh. So the only outs for the Rabbitohs here being Campbell Graham, and then obviously Nathan Cleary, who'll be back next week. Roosters Titans. Same 1-7 for the Roosters. Docker Clay coming in for Connor Watson at 9. And we've got Ethan Roberts out, so another second grader coming in. To be fair though, these new guys have been performing really well. I've been impressed with them. And I think after this week, it's time to make a call on them, Supercoach-wise. Spencer Lenu's back, and Billy Smith named in the reserves. So watch out, Toya and Nwakanitawasi. At least Toya's made us some money already. If he does get dropped, at least it would force us to cash in. For the Titans, Jalen DeGroot at fullback. What am I missing? What happened to Keanu Kinney last week? HIA? I don't know. Tony Francis, taking over Khan Pereira till he's back. May get a price rise out of him. It depends on his recovery. Brimson and Campbell in the halves. A lot of chatter about Jaden Campbell being a Supercoach option. I don't hate it. He's exciting to watch. Titans are kind of a very attacking team. So yeah, I think I might make a call on him this week as well. I managed to get Tino in this week. I had to sacrifice Nafahu White for it. It was the only way. And it looks a lot better with Tino there. They're both projected to make the same amount of money, so I'm not losing out cash-wise. It's just that I'm ending up with Tino. It's a little bit sideways, but I think there's enough upside in Tino for that to be justified. Cool, Dolphins Broncos. Even just saying the team name Dolphins there made me stutter. Like, I'm fucking so rattled by this fucking Cherry Evans shit, man. Okay, moving on. Fucking snap out of it, bro. Dolphins and Broncos, I believe. Yep, same team as last week. So don't need to dwell on that. Dragons Storm. So Storm have got Grant Anderson in for Meaney and Wishart in for Hughes. So no surprises there. I need to quickly have a look and see if Wishart's an option. Alright, so he's 550k with an 89 break even. So look, we've seen him hit 89s and then some before, but he could bottom out and be an option for us next week, the week after that if we're lucky. If he continues to drop out, I don't think he's an option, unfortunately, this time around. Maybe towards Origin. Who knows? As for the Dragons, they have the same side. Cowboys Raiders. So for the Cowboys, same side as last week with Nanai on the bench. So Peyton, I think, is feeling the pressure a bit and is trying to send a message to the players being like, guys, my job's on the line. And whether the players actually care or not, I don't know. But my money's on Peyton for the first sacking of the year. Raiders, Morgan Smithies is out, so that sees Nicholson in, who I also picked up this week in Supercoach. Love it. I'm really happy with how my trades ended up. Getting Nafahu wide out gave me a bit of flexibility. Yeah, so no other changes there except for someone new on the interchange that isn't relevant to Supercoach. Sharks Bulldogs. Hamlin Ueli out sees a small shuffle in the Sharks forward rotation, but nothing too Supercoach relevant there other than Hautapua getting named on the interchange. Keep an eye on him. And the Bulldogs have named the same side. Manly Eels. Full strength Manly. Turbo, Saab, Kohler, Garrick, Lehigh, Brooks, Cherry Evans. So Paseka out sees Aloye start. Nathan Brown named on the interchange. Keen to see him. And the Eels have the same side as last week as well. Now, moving over to the Supercoach. So, I misread last week and I read my round 3 rank, not my season rank. We take that. That's pretty good. So, here are the trades I'm looking at. Nafahu, White, Voimunga, and Royce Hunt out for Hamish Stewart, Nicholson, and Tino. I love these trades. Hamish Stewart is a genuine bottom dollar cheapie who rises this week. So he gets me out of Royce Hunt and Voimunga, who are both losing money. It would have been nice to keep Nafahu White with that 87, which will stick in his average for a while, but if that's the only way to get Tino in, I have to do it. Anyway, moving on. So who top scored in the league? By the way, I am just going to do it by total score. So if you're killing it, you can go on a run and just get bigger bets every week. So Devil Knight with an overall rank of 34. Huge. Josh, if you're watching this video, leave a comment for a bet you want this week and you'll get half of the budget, which this week will be $20, so you'll get 10. So you can go safe if you want to just get some easy money to the prize pool, or you can go balls to the walls with it. I don't mind. Make sure you say that it's you, though, if your YouTube username isn't Devil Knight or Josh something or other. So I updated the week's Supercoach scores into this, and we now have a decent sample size for best and worst teams. So teams to buy players from and teams to target in the draw. So if we filter by this one here, we can see that the Broncos are scoring the most Supercoach points by a significant amount. Then we've got Storm, Dragons, Manly, Sharks, and the Knights. So I would be looking to target these teams that have good draws, looking at the Broncos here. Dolphins, Tigers, Roosters, Warriors. It's a good draw. Storm, Dragons, Manly, Warriors, Dolphins. Good draw. Dargans, Melbourne, tough. Good draw, good draw, good draw depending on who's fit in Manly's side. Manly's draw toughens up a bit. We got Para this week, which is good. Then Melbourne away. No, sorry, Melbourne at home. Sharks away. St. George at home. Penrith away. Bye. So if you started with Cherry Evans, I think after this Para game, it could be a good time to move off, considering he might play Origin as well. If we then filter by this tab over here, that's the wrong way. No, it was the right way. Sorry, the green ones are the teams you want to target. So, targeting teams, the top 3, Cowboys, Eels, and Rabbitohs are conceding the most Supercoach points, which is interesting. Closely followed by the Roosters, Titans, and Dolphins. And these are the teams that you're wanting to target on matchups so far, as of the data we have for the season so far. You could throw in Warriors and Bulldogs, they seem okay, but these are the ones you want to avoid. I'll put links in the description to all these tables I've got that I've updated. And that's it. See you for late mail on Thursday. Hooroo.